this meeting of the General Government and Public Safety Committee to order. I know attendance has been taken. Comments from citizens? Hearing none. Police Department activity reports in your packet. Anything you want to point out?
Don't have a whole lot to point out. I'm here to fill in. Chief already had prior engagement, but we're having a few line items with cars right now. We've actually had to take our take-home cars back and put them back in service on the line. Our new Dodge Durangos have water pumps out of them.
Go.
We got currently 2 down, and the third one is not going to be far behind it. And right now they're on a back order, and we have no idea when we're going to get them back in service. It could be in 3 weeks, it could be in 3 months. The entire nation is back ordered. There's like 30,000 right now in back order.
Is this like a recall kind of thing?
Dodge has not done an official recall on them yet. I have heard that after the first year, there's supposed to be something coming, but still that's not gonna change how many's out there for us to install. So right now, we're permanently down 2 cars for an undetermined amount of time. And we're trying to work with what we have. The 2012 Dodge Charger is kind of being held together. We're trying to get a couple more years out of everything we got. That's about it.
Any questions for the police department?
How long is the lease on that Durango? How much longer we got to lease them for?
About 1.5 years, if I remember correctly. Because we ordered them in.
Went through a 4-year lease.
I'm
thinking it was a 4-year lease.
The 4?
I thought it was.
I thought it was
Let me look back. I believe it was. Yeah, Bob. This is just the first.
They have, Bob said that before.
Yeah, right.
The last time I looked, it was like 1.5 years before we actually need to start looking what we need to do next.
I don't think it was for those, it was for some of the other older ones.
Well, the older ones we have now, the newest out of all those is a 2018. We have a 2012, a 2018, and the Taurus is a 17. So 12, 16, and 17, 18, right there is the 3. We have 2 Fords, the Taurus and the Explorer and the Dodge Charger. They're the oldest we have. And that's currently what we're crutching on to get around it.
And the old ones idling in the heat doesn't help them. Or idling to get heat doesn't like it.
Yep, it's been kind of cold here lately. We're even gonna pull the chief's truck into service here as quickly as it can. It's actually getting work done on it currently, so we can update the lights and stuff that were kind of put in before, so it can actually be a functional vehicle that we can use for emergency services. So yeah, it's down at Turnkey Mobile in Jeff City. We should have it back by tomorrow afternoon, hopefully.
I was looking at some of the statistics, and there's been a big reduction in some of them from, if you compare 2022 to 2021, like simple assault, which I don't know the difference between simple and aggravated. But in 21, there were 95 simple assaults. This year to date, 20. Why is there some reason why that's so much less?
That's probably a change in the statute or in the change of
Okay, I was wondering
what calls we're having.
what you were classifying it as. So.
I'm not gonna get into the legal side of it, but as far as simple assaults or domestics, we have probably seen the assaults go down because in domestic is also assault. So the rise of domestics have definitely gone up, at least in my night shift part of it. But assaults have probably gone down because of that.
Okay.
Any other questions? Police department. Moving on to fire department, reports in your packet. Anything you want to point out?
No, I mean, there's getting to be lots of more, we're having lots of medical calls right now because of so-called COVID coming back. I think our nursing homes and our Bristol Manor and stuff are saying we're completely covered up with COVID or cold, whatever you want to call it, so. A lot of sickness going on, a lot of hospital runs.
Influenza A is going crazy right now. Influenza A is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
For real, I mean, it really is.
Yeah, a lot of breathing problems.
I know that.
We can all speak of that firsthand.
Yeah. Christmas morning thing, so we'll be ready for Santa, I guess.
Reminds me, I gotta go make sure my neighbors know about
I don't know, what's their sirens
I
on?
was gonna
it. But
say,
they don't understand what it is.
They're
We
gonna
didn't
find
when
out.
we moved here.
They've had, tons of fire.
I was just like, really?
why are they moving slow?
So, yeah, we'll do the sacking of candy, I think we got it pegged for 22nd on Thursday night, so. Should be ready to go.
Great.
Thanks for that.
Other public safety, emergency management, anything?
Nope. Yes.
Was
Was
that,
that
is that
under-
this meeting or is it
No, it's the next one.
the?
So, we've got a special board meeting scheduled for right after this one to discuss the emergency management type stuff
Okay.
going on, cooperative agreement.
How about protective inspection?
Mhm.
Nothing. Moving on to bills over $1,250. Any questions or comments? Questions? Hearing none, moving on to economic development, Chamber of Commerce reports. I don't see those in here. Okay.
I did attend the last chamber meeting, it was last week, it was a board meeting. They've got some very active new board members, and I expect that we're gonna start seeing a lot more out of the chamber. They are hoping and working towards having an entire calendar ready to go by right around the first of the year on what they're gonna do for the year.
For the year? Wow.
Ads have been pretty good on TV, you've seen for the local businesses, shops and trade, been pretty cool to see that. I don't know if you've seen those, but a few of them on Channel 8, I guess at least, KOMU. They were
I'm not
good.
sure which channel I'm on.
Oh, on Channel 8, yeah.
I can tell you, the social media presence is much better than it was.
Oh, yeah.
The quality,
Mhm.
the quantity's always been there, but the quality's been a nice upgrade.
The Sweet Saturday deal was really well attended, it was, all the parking was, they had Christmas, the breakfast with Santa was going on at the annex and stuff, so it was really a lot going on in town. Very
Great.
good.
Moving on to Park Board. The agenda and the minutes are in the packet. Any questions? Hearing none. Moving on to Library Board. Agenda and minutes. Questions, comments? Cemetery advisory, no? Tree board, same? And then on to financial statements, do you think you want to point out specifically?
No, not in financial statements.
Anyone have any questions or comments? And other general government, budgeted interfund transfers.
So these are the transfers that we do every year. They're in the budget, but you guys usually vote on them to happen, and that has not happened yet this year. So next meeting, we'll be voting on the transfer for the year. We're just gonna do it all in one month. We didn't do it in April, and usually we do it in April and October, so.
Okay.
Well, let's do it for the whole year.
Do it every
Do
year.
it in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Special permit for alcohol tasting.
So, we've been requested by one of our local businesses, they would like to do alcohol tastings. And we had run into it with like special occasion stuff out in the open, and all of that gets really, really hinky. So I had Marilyn call the ATF to get some information on how we could properly do that at a business. And they said that we would have to have a setup license. Basically, we don't have one of those built into our current ordinance, so we would need for the board to okay updating the ordinance to add the setup license. It's $37.50. So we could add tastings of beer, wine, and spirits to our ordinance for alcohol stuff. If you would want to.
So how is it different than the wine walk?
So the wine walk goes through a whole different thing. It's an event. The chamber is considered not for profit, so all of that is handled differently. But when a for-profit business wants to have a wine tasting, it's a whole nother deal. So they would have to have special licensing with us and with the state in order to do something like that.
So a business that doesn't have a liquor license for a wine tasting event type thing.
Yes, then they would be able to do that. Even our businesses that have all the liquor licenses, if they want to have a wine
So
for
tasting,
alcohol tasting, they would need to get this license in addition to those. And work with the state to get the proper licensing through them.
Indoors only?
Huh?
Indoors only?
So I don't know all the rules on it. Several other cities in Missouri have this license. We've got a couple examples from them, so we wouldn't have to rewrite the whole ordinance, but
Do you expect this to be on next Monday's meeting?
I would like to, unless you guys want to have more discussion about it.
I'm as long as it's not a red silk.
Sorry. Not red silk though. But, yeah. So we'll have that for you then Monday night.
Okay. Any as may arise?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I have a motion.
Second.
A motion is second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, we stand adjourned.